Hello out there in the crypto world, DeFi, IoT, Latin America again. Hey, look, let's talk today about something nobody else wants to talk about. Things you should know before you get involved with the deeper network. You know, I see all these YouTubers out there talking about, oh, hey, you know, you got to grab this mini or this nano or this pico and you can mine and you make all this money with it. Well, we got 9 of them. And I'm going to tell you the truth about what you can mine and what you can't mine. But don't go away. Let's talk about the truth of Deeper because we don't get paid to promote them. Let's talk about it. Before we begin, I need to make a disclaimer. Here at DeFi IoT Latin America, we are not professional financial advisors. Or are we paid by any company to promote certain products? We here at DeFi IoT Latin America, we invest our own money. We take our own risks. We learn, we make mistakes, and we share what we learn, our successes and our mistakes with you. So this video is for educational purposes only. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe, hit the bell, give us a thumbs up, and write to us what more you'd like to learn. Let's go in now and see what else we can share with you. All right, look, I just want to jump right into this. I don't want to make this a long video. I just want to share something with you that a lot of the YouTubers aren't saying, haven't been saying since the beginning. And there's some that have been promoting the whole deeper network, pumping it up for many months now. But, you know, I got to be honest with you. When I first heard about this, I heard about this from one of these guys who just pumps products and thought I better get this because they were selling out fast. So I jumped in with about 9 of them. As you can see here, we got here's 3 of the ones we got here, right? This is the actual deeper, the mini, right? So this is the deeper mini. This does mine both DPR and will mine helium in the short future. And Deeper is approved for that. This is the actual nano here, right? It's much smaller. Okay. Now there's confusion. Whether the nano, and I believe it does, or there's confusion that if you could even mine DPR with a nano. I heard today from a YouTuber 11 days ago saying you can do this. The nano and the mini, you'll be able to mine HNT, helium, with another device you have to pay for that's $600. So if you want to buy this, this is generally selling between $400 and $500 where you buy it elsewhere. Right? But you can get a little bit cheaper right now. We're going to show you where you can buy that cheaper if it's something that interests you. We're here. I got to be honest with you. I'm frustrated with Deeper Network. I don't see a true solution. And what they're asking me to do to be able to mine and earn money is really a high risk. And I think that's something that you need to be told. We've gone through and evaluated this. We've had these sitting here for months. And I have more. We have a total of 9 of them. We have one hooked up as a DPN, and we're testing how that DPN actually works. Yet while it's been hooked up as a DPN, on our Action Infinity games, we got hacked twice and took our characters and emptied our wallet with the Deeper system hooked up. So the jury's out on whether the device really is that protective as well as they promote it to be. But we're just saying, take caution and do your own studying before you get involved with a deeper network. And I'm going to show you why here. Let's go here to the screen really quick. First of all, you're going to have 3 main devices that can mine. And I say that can mine because when Deeper came out on their home website here, their webpage, it talks about Deeper Connect, harness the blockchain, blah, blah, blah. Down below, it says, say goodbye to ASIC and GPU miners. So in other words, these devices are going to come out and you can buy these and you can replace your ASIC miner, GPU miner with this low energy consumption miner that's going to compare to an ASIC or GPU miner, right? Gives the impression that ASIC and GPU miners can come in the same way. You buy the device, you hook it up, you hook it into the network, and it starts to actually pay you, right? In this case, your bandwidth sharing to create the DPN idea. You're being a node. But here's something interesting here. An efficient mining rig for DPR tokens. So here they're promoting this to be a mining rig for DPR tokens. What they never said and what they never told many of us early on, and I know there's more people out there frustrated with it, but they just don't want to come out and talk about it. I've even mentioned my frustrations on Twitter to Eric Ma. I've mentioned the fact that, we had 30 of these Picos ordered to pick up on Kickstarter going into the first of this month. We picked them up back in early December, late November. And then I asked, hey, look, I'm hearing that we're going to be able to mine HNT on both the Mini, on the Nano, and on the Pico. He came back to me and said that, no, you can only mine HNT on the actual Mini, which is this one, right? So then I heard a YouTuber talking yesterday saying, oh, you can mine HNT, you can mine DPR, and you can mine HNT on all three of these. Well, he didn't say HNT, he said DPR and HNT on this, the Nano, and the Mini, smaller one, right? Talking about being able to mine DPR, which is their token, with the Pico. Okay, great. But Eric Ma says differently, that you're not going to be able to mine DPR with the Nano. So if you are mining with the Nano, please write us and let us know. I haven't tried it, and I'll tell you why. So you can only mine DPR in helium with the actual Mini. You'll be able to mine DPR with the Pico, the new one. So let's go into this. You have these three devices. Now they're coming across and being sold as mining rigs for DPR token, just as you would an ASIC or GPU miner. So they paint this image. Goes on to talk about company overview, and I don't really want to go in there. I want to jump right now to the white page. White page comes here. And section 3.4, mining rig with network security. And it goes on talking a little bit about the security it's going to provide, mentioning something about Ethereum, what happened to Ethereum. After providing network sharing services, deeper connects, that's these, that will connect, okay, will become deeper chain mining rigs as well. So they give the impression from their very white paper on the website that if you buy one of these devices, it's going to be able to mine. What they don't tell you is, in order for it to mine, you have to stake $10,000. Now, you can stake less, but you're not going to make that good of money. If you want to make decent money in a month, and I'll show you that in a second, you're going to have to put $10,000 staked at least for 9 months. They say a year, so it's 9 months. It's staked, and you got the 3-month grace period, so your money is there for a year. Oh, well, that's fine. Some people can say, okay, great. But your returns on that are not that high compared to if you want to buy a helium miner or buy an aware device even. It's even paying low as the aware device. You're still going to get more of a guaranteed return for your investment, right? Your ROII, more technically correct, than you will by buying a deeper Mini that's going to cost you anywhere from $350 to $500, depends on where you buy it and when you bought it. And compared to a helium miner, it's going to cost you about the same, a little more, $100 more. Or an aware device is going to cost you about the same, right? But jump in here. So we're talking about this. They're promoting this is going to mine. Now, here's what happened. In reality, we bought 9 of these and we were stoked. When they get these, get involved deeper, we get this DPN, we were stoked. We're developing systems. So we're going to put these in everybody's homes. We're going to help them also create some passive income, and we'll protect their services, people that we actually put our IoT network services in their homes. It didn't work out that way. In the DPN, we have one hooked up here. And I mentioned, since we've had it hooked up, we've been hacked 2 times since November till the end of December. Twice, Axie Infinities. And it was actually the Axie Infinity moderator that hacked us. Or somebody using the moderator, but when we tried to go back to them, they really blew us off. So they were able to penetrate through this deeper device twice and take 6 of our characters and empty our wallets. So the jury's out with us. Now, remember, we don't get paid for this, so we're not the typical YouTuber. We're just going to try to tell you, what our experience is. You do what you want to do with it. Deeper Pico. This is the new one come out. You can now buy it at Indiegogo. It was on Kickstarter up till the 9th of this month, around there, 9th of January. And apparently they give the impression that you have to get it now, you have to get it now. We had 30 of them. We canceled at the last minute. I asked Eric Mom, is this going to this Pico, is this going to actually also be able to mine? He said, yes. Well, no, he said only DPR, he told me, not HNT. They promote this though in the beginning that you'll be able to hook this up and mine HNT, helium as well, beginning. But keep in mind, the only device right now that is going to be able to mine HNT that we'll be able to guarantee is the actual Mini. Okay. They are saying though that this device here, let me take it out so you can see it better. All right. They're saying the Nano possibly might be able to mine HNT. There's no guarantee on that. And what I don't like about Deeper is they let a lot of rumors float to sell their products. And if you look at what they do, it's all about selling products, selling products, selling products based on one theme about a decentralized, protected internet service, a DPN, not necessarily a VPN where just put your IP address in another country. This DPN bounces all over the place. And that it does. It has a level 7 for protection, for ad blocking and things of that nature. Yet we have not seen that in our usage. So where I thought this might be usable is in the actual protection of our systems here in our office. And it failed us twice within a 6-week period. So unless we're doing something completely wrong, and I've got one of my engineers looking at this and going through it, he's telling me, no, this should be working. So what we're finding with Deeper is there really a future for Deeper? Because if there's not, all the people and all of you people that went out there and staked thousands of dollars, and we also had a very bad experience with that. We tried getting in that Genesis mode. So here's what happened. Their miners don't pay you for mining. They don't pay you at all. Originally, they were going to pay you for staking. Then they came out, you're going to get paid also for mining. And all that changed after they started selling a lot of product and said, well, you're going to get paid for staking and hooking up your miner. I saw a guy today talking about, well, you get paid so much for staking and so much for mining. Well, I asked Eric Mall that same question. He responded to me and said that, no, it's all one and the same. So they had two different charts out there for a while. They did. And I thought the same thing. So unless I'm wrong in this, please write me. But we've been really searching this. We have not hooked these up to mine because I'll show you why. Let me show you why. I'm going to show you what the risk is here. And so you to show it what yourself. This little Pico, if it really works as a DPN, you can still get these right now on Indiegogo. And you can also pick them up on actual Deeper Network site as well, right? You can get this Indiegogo. They're not very expensive. You get the whole little unit for an antenna. So a small little Pico is good for like a laptop or something, someplace like in Latin America where you have to hook these up to the Ethernet. So between the router and the modem, you need to have a little space. Well, sometimes here they're all on top of each other in some devices that way. So this noodle device would be good for that, so long as the DPN or the protective services actually work. I'd like to know your comments on this. Please write us. Let us know what the experience you're having with the actual DPN, the protective services that Deeper provides, because that is the only ticket Deeper's writing. And if it doesn't function, there's a high risk out there that Deeper won't be here a year or two from now. And a lot of people have a lot of money staked. Now, if you have your money staked for a year, you're probably okay. But if you're coming into this game now or later, you're taking a higher risk. And that's what we want to make everybody aware of. And I'm going to show you why. You can pick these up on Indiegogo if you want to. They got a little packet. And I bought one. I bought two of these. We're going to test these out too. And for $300, you can $315, $313 shipped right to the States. Pick one up today. You can still buy them now. You can even go on the Deeper website and buy them here. Look, Deeper now has an HNT miner. They are approved of helium. That's true. That is true. The downside here, though, is if you look at this, you want to go buy this thing, it's $599. So you have to buy this device, and you have to buy this device here. And they say it's in stock, yet it's 12 to 30 weeks out. You're talking about months to get this. And let me tell you my experience that I have had with SP North America, with CalChip Connect, especially, and Nebra. I've had Party Labs, actually. Party Labs did really well. Just wasn't able to provide for me my Nebra miners. All these we ordered back in the beginning of April 2020. I'm just getting them. And guess what happened? Party Labs just sends me a check. An electric check says, all right, well, sorry, we're not going to send it to you now. And I waited all this time. You had my money all this time, and I didn't get it. My point being is this. Anything you're going to have to pre-order and wait so long for, you're taking a chance on having problems later. And we're actually filing 3 chargebacks right now with our credit cards. So just a warning device, things that we've gone through. So this will mine HNT, but we don't know how much it's going to mine. So you're talking basically, depends on how you buy these, whether $350 to $500. I see people, it's funny because everybody's buying on fast miners, all those guys that really don't search for themselves, and yet they're paying more money on fast miners. I'm not bagging on fast miners. I'm bagging on these guys that want to just sit there on these Telegram sites and so forth, especially down here in Latin America, that wait for people to tell them where to go and where to buy and, you know, when to click in. And so they can program their bots or whatever. And they're paying $500 for these things. We're right around there. And you can go on, you can pay less money in Indiegogo. You can buy a package. I mean, look at this. I could buy 3 of these on Indiegogo. Let me go back here. Let's go down here. I want to buy the actual Pico and the Mini with 2 antennas. I'm paying $485. You're getting 2, the same price you're going to pay on these other providers. And this has been in for a while. Not to mention, you can go into deeper and buy this. And they've been up for a while. And you've been able to buy these on other platforms. Now, my point is not that. My point is just showing you where you can buy these at. We'll put the links down below as well. I want to show you this. Here's what I want to show you right here. And I'm going to conclude. This is a calculator you can go on. You can calculate how much your return is going to be if you hook one of these babies up in the Pico. Now, the jury's out on the Nano, so please let us know if the Nano does mine. I'd like that confirmed. I've heard YouTubers say it mines, but nobody's talking about how much it mines. Just, yeah, you can mine with it. Everybody's using this to mine with, right, the Mini. And yet I get told on Twitter that that doesn't mine. You can't mine with it. You can only mine on the Pico and on the Mini, all right? So let's go in here. It says here, Mini, Nano, Pico calculator. So it's giving the impression the smaller one can mine. So please let me know if it does mine. I've not heard anybody talking about that yet. I'd like to know. And I'll tell you why we haven't tried it out yet. And this is why. We haven't put the money up to do it. We've had the money put aside. We tried getting into Genesis as well. And that's the only one that came out and said, okay, this one of mine, this one you can mine right off the bat. You stake so much money. We lost like $4,400 or $4,800 the day we tried to stake. We got hacked going into our MetaMask wallet. And we were trying to move the money to stake. And we got hacked and we lost everything. It was sad, you know, because it just froze everything up. And an hour went by, we had nothing. An hour or 2 went by. Then finally, we got to our wallet again. Everything was gone out of our MetaMask wallet. And you know that could be fault of our own too. I had a new young engineer doing the staking that day, and that was really his first time staking, and he fell trapped to, you know, trolling, and so that was our fault too. But when you announce these things, you put these dates, specific dates, you draw in all these bad and evil people that just want to take advantage of you and hack. And he was having some tough times and asked a question. Somebody responded. And so they asked for information. He gave them too much information. Bottom line is that's not Deeper's fault. It is in the way they did it. They should just have, okay, during this time frame, not everybody at one time. But we're going to open this up to like this day to this day. You can do it differently, not create the frenzy to allow these sharks to come in. And that's a recommendation, please. Everybody can take rack. Everybody can take that when they're offering up their miners. Now look here. I just put 5,000 DPR in. Now, if I'm going to go 5,000 DPR, and the price of DPR today is at 10 cents, okay? So if I want to put 5,000 DPR in, I have to do this to stake. So basically, if I want my miner to hook up and stake, I have to, to mine, to earn me money, I have to stake this. And this is the part nobody talks about. Talk about here, you can put this in, and make this much money. What they don't talk about is the risk you're taking putting that money in, because Deeper has no real solution nor projection. All they do is sell this device based on the fact that it's going to make you money while you're sharing bandwidth and creating this protective web services. Right? So you're protecting this web, going into Web 3.0, etc. That's their marketing. But where else is their actual income going to come in from? And that's the concern I have. When you're putting up money, because you got to put up $10,000, I'm going to show you that, to really get a good return in mine and compete with an ASIC miner or a GPU. Yeah, it's low cost in electricity, you're talking about 15 watts. But here, look at this. You go 5,000 DPR. Let's just go real quick here. 5,000 DPR, 5,000 DPR by, let's just say 11 cents even, round it up, okay? You're talking about $550 you're going to have to stake here, right? Just to get this return. Watch. 27 cents a day monthly $8.22. So if you get your calculator and start working at what returns are. Now, okay, what do I make on my GPU for $500? Well, getting a GPU for $500 is going to be pretty tough. That's a decent one. Let's say you're going to be able to get a GPU. Basically, you're going to go into right now, we probably start paying $1,000. And that $1,000, you're probably going to make about $2 a day. Less electricity, $1.50 a day. So what would I make here if I double my money on $1,000? I'm not even making $1. I'm still below 60 cents. Yeah, sure, if the coin goes up, you might make a little more. Let's say you make $1 a day, 1,000 staked. You can buy an Aware device for $330. And even at today's bad price, still make $150 a month, making $5 a day. So you see, why would I stake that kind of money on a low return on a company that has no real solution or future other than selling devices that we're beginning to doubt really work to the degree they say it works, or they work, because of the 2 hacks we've had recently. I want to show you this much. You want to actually make money, you're going to have to jump up to level 8, okay? Level 8, you're going to have to put in 100,000 DPR. There you can make $164 a day, $4,931, $5,000 a month, right? And $60,000 a year. Now, is that a good return, putting in 100,000 DPR? Well, let's go see that real quick, because that all sounds good, doesn't it? Let's clear this up. Let's just say we're going to go 11 cents, right, times 100,000. What are we going to get? We're going to have to stake $11,000. All right? So here we go. If I hook this up, I'm sorry, $493 a month. You're getting almost 5,000 DPR, to clarify that, okay? Getting 5,000 DPR, which is $493 a month. Let's just say $500 a month. You make 164 DPR a day. So you're just under $17 a day. You're at 60,000 DPR a year, which is $6,000 a year. So you first look at this, it comes out, wow, I'm 60,000 a year. I'm 5,000 a month. 164 a day. Wow, that sounds good. Now, when you read it correctly, for $10,000, I'm only making $500 a month. You buy 20 helium miners, if I price it right, let's just say I only buy 15 helium miners, and I make $300 a month for that same price. I'm making a lot more money, and I have a much secure project in helium than I do in deeper. My point is this. Just want to, you choose for yourself. I just want to get out the truth. Don't buy into what all these YouTubers are promoting. I did. I bought into it. I'll be honest with you, and I got to say this because I'm a little angry because I wrote him too, and I said, dude, why don't you tell the truth and investigate the items that you're promoting, right? You got 2 guys out there that really, really promote a lot of the deeper, and they really love the deeper project, but they're really clueless because they say it's a great project, but they have no real idea of how to even read a white paper. So please do your homework. We're not going to invest $10,000 in deeper. We don't see a future for deeper until they show us something. Now, we're going to wait and see what happens with HNT miner to see if we can at least mine HNT, try to cover our money we have in these. Like I said, we have 9 of them, but we're going to stay away from deeper. We're going to shy away from deeper until deeper actually has a real product or a real future, instead of selling something that's going to be replaced by somebody else in a year or 2 from now. There's just so many people going on the metaverse and so forth. There'll be competition for deeper. Right now, deeper's alone. So what's going to happen with your $10,000, you guys, you have staked out there? It's a risk. And that's what we want to make. No, I'm not saying do it or don't do it. Just telling you what we're doing. We're not doing deeper. And I've tried to communicate with Eric Moore on certain things, and they're very confusing. All they want is money, money, money. And they want to sell, sell, sell. And when you buy it, you got to wait months to get it. Don't like that kind of scam. Or scheme, I should say. Not scam. I take that back. Scheme. Okay? I'm not trying to necessarily bag on deeper. I'm just telling the truth of what deeper is going to need to improve in before they're going to gain real confidence in the market. So with people like us that we consider ourselves to be true investors in things, we mine because we want to invest in the project, like helium, even with PlanetWatch, amongst others, now coming out with the cloud mining devices. Do your homework, please. DeFi IoT Latin America. I know it's probably not what you want to hear, those that are already involved, but I think it's important that people need to know. And with that in mind, we'll see you next time. Subscribe, hit the bell, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you've done with your deepers.